Good evening. I am back. And y'all, my phone overheated earlier today. I went live earlier today talking about this subject. This is part 2. And my phone overheated. So that's why that live abruptly stopped. And I think I downloaded that live. I don't know if I need to edit that live. I got to look. Hello. Good evening. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to get some of your thoughts and your interactions. If anyone wants to go live, jump on. But we're going to talk about this again, about this modern day dating culture and the importance of not letting it dictate what you do or what you want. Okay, just because people are out here sleeping around and doing all the, doing relationship stuff without the relationship, that don't have to be you. Okay. And as I said earlier, if you are allowing the current modern day dating culture, if you're allowing that to change you and change your thoughts and opinions, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. We need people to get stronger. We need people to stand up. Good Lord. Okay. I got some, and see, this is what I don't understand, y'all. I don't know how to work my phone. The phone is on Do Not Disturb, and I'm still getting notices. I don't understand it. So I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to sit down and take a class. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go in here right now, and I'm going to set up me a class at Apple so I can learn how to work my phone. Because, y'all, I don't know how to work my phone. It's ridiculous. And that ain't that stereotype. That's a stereotype, right? That because I'm older, because I'm from another generation, I don't know how to work my phone. So that's why I got to learn how to work my phone. Because I don't want to be a part of that stereotype. Thank you so much. Come in. Come in. I want you to give me your thoughts. When are you going to upload more content to YouTube? I appreciate when you upload the IG lives on YouTube, and please pardon my manners. I meant to say hello, Anita, before I started typing. No, you're totally fine. And here's the thing, y'all. So I have developed a life. I have developed a life outside of Instagram, and I am on YouTube, and I'm just having problems balancing all of it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance all of this stuff. But I will actually be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day to go in and upload to YouTube again. I've made some original content that I'm going to upload to YouTube. The podcast is back. I'm going to upload that to YouTube. And so tomorrow and Friday morning, that's what I'll be spending a lot of the day doing, is working on YouTube. I will be uploading videos there and uploading the podcast there. I have some podcast guests that I'm going to get back to them tonight and look at their forms and get them scheduled. But I am actually going to be doing that tomorrow. That's so funny you say that, because I've been telling myself that. Girl, what is wrong with you? It is what? February 8th. It is February 8th and you have not uploaded to YouTube. What is your problem? So yeah, I just, I've been thinking that same thing. So tomorrow. And good evening. So if you have any questions tonight, you have any comments, you want to go live with me, sure. Let's do it. I'm sitting in the studio, so I'm not driving, so I can do that. Yes, thank you. I'll binge as soon as I see the content. Great. Thank you so much. If you're not familiar with my YouTube channel, it is Better Love Movement over on YouTube. Please check it out. Go over there. Lots of content. All of my podcast episodes are there. There's a lot of content over there that is not from IG Live. Just head over there and, have fun. Just chop it up. Okay. So let's get back to this modern day dating culture. All right. That so many of y'all are complaining about. So many of y'all saying, oh, it's so hard. Why is it so hard out here? Why don't people know what they want? Why do people do this? Why do people do that? Stop worrying about them. Worry about yourself and ask yourself, okay, this is not what I'm doing. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I'm on. And then you move accordingly. That's it. It's not hard. You become the culture that you want to live in. And here was the caveat to that I said earlier today. Yes, it might be a little lonely. It might be a little lonely because guess what you're trying to do? You're trying to find like-minded people. You're trying to find people like you. And it's going to take a while. I have friends like me. And I tell y'all, I've made some friends recently, maybe in the last 3 or 4 years. It has taken me 50 plus years to find them. Like the friends, the new friends I have now, I think to myself, wow, it's taken me 50 plus years to find you. Where have you been all my life? Where have these people been all my life? People that, like, we are in sync. We are in sync. We have a like mind. It feels so good. And it feels so good when you meet people and you get each other. It feels so good when you're on that same wavelength. You don't have to explain yourself. Man, it feels so good. So yeah, you just got to be patient. You got to be patient. There are some people that I've met in the last 5 years that, like I said, I had to wait 50 years to find them. And it was worth it. It was worth it. I got some friends now. It was worth it. So you got to learn how to be patient. You got to stop going along to get along. And I talked about the whole, if you can't beat them, join them. No, that's what all y'all are doing. All of y'all are adopting this. If you can't beat them, join them. I mean, I can't seem to get into a real relationship. So let me do the situationship. But see, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. That's why we're in this mess. Somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do relationships the stuff out of the relationship. If we're going to hold hands in public, you my man. You my man. I'm your woman. Okay? You don't like that? Don't hold my hand in public. If we're going to go out and you're going to pay for the dates and you're going to call me babe and sugar and lovely and all that, okay, you my man. Okay? Like I be telling people, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get that comfortable because guess what? You my man. Well, no, Anita, I ain't. Okay, well then leave me alone. Because see, you want to do relationship stuff without the relationship. And I don't work that way. You start calling me cute pet names. You start holding my hand in public. You start paying for the dates. You my man. You my man, point blank. So you're going to have to leave me alone. And see, that's the part. That's the part I talked about this morning. That's what y'all can't do. That's the problem. You can't stop taking the calls. Stop answering the texts. Stop going out. Because when I tell a man, like what I'm telling y'all right now, I mean it. I mean it. If you can't commit to being my man, you want to do relationship things without the relationship, bye. You go on about your business. And you have to have the confidence and the self-esteem that says, I'm amazing. The reason why you're doing all this is because I'm fly. And for some reason, I don't know why, you can't wrap your head around the fact that, you really want to be with me. Like, why are we playing all these games? You want to be with me, okay? So, stop it. Stop it. Either you're going to claim me, you're going to provide, and protect, or you're going to go about your business. And I'm going to let you get down that road. I'm leaving you alone. But see, that's what y'all not willing to do. You not. And there's 1,000 reasons why. Well, I mean, it's been so long and I ain't had nobody in so long and this person paying attention to me and I ain't got nobody else to talk to. I ain't got nobody else to go out with. I might as well be. See, here you go. What they say, if you can't beat them, join them. There you go. And you're part of the problem. That's what y'all don't want to understand. You're part of the problem. If you're allowing this behavior in your world, in your life, you're part of the problem. But see, I don't work like that. I'll date you. We'll go out a few times. We'll talk on the phone. We'll text. But you're not fitting to do relationship things with me without the relationship. That's not happening. And then, look, but why can't I hold? No. Why can't I kick? No. Why can't I? No. Why can't I touch? No. That's for my man. That is for my man. That's for the man that I'm exclusive and committed with. So, you willing to say that? You willing to say that right there? That's for my man. Okay? And for the fellas, if you got any ladies out there, and the ladies, look at this. I had a good male friend of mine. He said, yeah, why these women want me to come over and fix stuff? Come over and fix their car. Come over and do this. Come over. And I told him, that's for your man. That's for your man to do. And since, you can't seem to decide what we are, you want to be out here with me and him and everybody else. No, that's for your man to do. Sounds like that's a job for your man. Oh, can you come over and put up this? Can you come over and my car is making a noise. My car, I tell fellas, no. Now, if I'm your man, if we doing things like, men and women do, if I'm your man and your only man, okay? But then we gonna do relationship things, right? But outside of that, y'all stop that. Stop doing all that stuff. Stop doing all that stuff for a woman that's not your woman. Y'all are not exclusive and committed. She not out here for the streets. She not out here, trying to run you and everybody else. You don't work that way. You don't work that way. I don't work that way. So, yep, I tell my male friends, like, nah, shut that down. Like, don't go over there and fix nothing. Don't go over there and see about her car. No, we cool and all, but I'm not your man. And so until you're ready to be in something real, I ain't got nothing for you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So that's it. That's it. And if people keep trying to run that game, just leave them alone. Leave them clean alone. I like people who can make and keep commitments. I like people who tell me what it is, and that's what it is. Okay? But see, what people want to do, they want to play both sides of the fence. They want to get all the benefits of the relationship without the commitments of the relationship. So there's lots of it's a whole lot of benefits to being with Anita. Okay? A whole lot. But guess what else come with it? Okay? So you getting all of this, but then over here, okay, you can't be out there in the street. You can't be out there with other women. You can't just go off for days and weeks and months at a time. You can't, ignore me for days and weeks at a time. They don't work that way. You can't get all the benefits of being with me, and then you don't want to make no commitment. You don't want to make and keep commitments. You don't want to be held accountable. You don't want to be responsible. You're not for me. So I'm good. I'm good. But stop letting other people determine what your relationship or dating culture is going to be. Like, ain't nobody, like I said, I've had maybe 3 men in my entire life try to get me to go home with them on the first night. And I mean, I darn near laughed them out of the place. Okay. So that's very flattering. And, I get it. You're feeling your girl, However, what on earth would make you think that I would give you my precious body? And I don't even know you like that. You have not done anything to earn such a honor, such a privilege. What would make you think that? Like, that's how that conversation goes. After I finish laughing, who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're dealing with? So at no point is anybody going to shame me. Oh, and let me tell you, it's been some ugly men out there. Are you kidding me? A woman your age, you should be glad. You should be glad I want to go home with you. You should be glad I want you to. Negro, please. Okay? Who do you think you're talking to? And once you have that conversation, that very assertive conversation with them, and they realize, oh, I'm actually dealing with somebody that has self-esteem. I'm actually dealing with somebody that has confidence. I'm actually dealing with somebody that would rather die than give a man free sex. Uh-oh. I thought I had one of these women that, was desperate and lonely and would do anything to have a man, a piece of man, anything. No. You done stumbled upon the wrong one. I'm good. And look, so then they pitch a fit and I leave them alone, like clean alone. Look, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, I kid you not, here come the text. You still mad? You still mad? You still tripping? What you doing? Or I should say, WYD. And I'm thinking to myself, fool, have you, what, huh? And y'all, at that point, I don't respond. No response is a powerful response. I don't even respond to that foolishness. So nope. I just don't respond. And by then, most men, that's when it dawns on them like, ooh, oh, dang, I was dealing with a real one. Like, I played that real wrong. Real wrong. I should have been more respectful. I should have been, yeah, that's when they figure it out. But, and y'all, let me tell y'all this. There's men that, they cut up, right? And I have to, be my sweet, assertive self. And they call themselves texting days or weeks later. I don't respond. And look, I be out somewhere and they see me. I kid y'all not. This one fella that cut a fool, right? He saw me, look, he saw me clean across the room. He come running over to me. I looked him dead in his eye and I turned my back on him. Like, don't you better not say nothing to me. And look, I think he was like, ooh, I bet, she might embarrass me. Let me go the other way. He went clean the other way. I was sweet, but I was not taking no mess. You not about to come over here. No, that's not about to happen. That is not about to happen. Nope. Thank you, Nakiva. She says, I recommend episode 125, active interest versus receptive interest. Yeah. Because, see, a lot of y'all think a man is interested, and he ain't. He ain't interested. He ain't interested. Remember on the last live I did, I told you all how to determine a man's level of interest. Or if you're a man, a woman's level of interest. I already told y'all. It's not hard. Do nothing. Stop calling. Stop texting. Stop asking the person out on dates. Do absolutely nothing and find out what the other person does. That's how you're going to know what you got. It's not hard. It's one of the easiest tips I give. Do nothing. Leave space for the other person to fill. And if they don't fill it, that's your answer. They with you as long as you are doing everything. They with you as long as you are pursuing them and calling them and texting them and asking them out and paying for dates and all of that. That's what that's about. So it's not hard. But honestly, I think a lot of people don't do that. One, a lot of anxious attachment people don't do that. And that's because anxious attachment people have poor impulse control. So anxious attachment people, that's something you have got to work on. You've got to work on your impulse control. You've got to learn how to control your emotions, and you just don't do it. I want to call, but I'm not going to call. I'm going to call anybody but that person. You got to train yourself to have better impulse control and to not do everything that you feel like doing. But anxious attached people, they have a hard time doing that. They have a hard time walking away. They have a hard time doing nothing and seeing what the other person is going to do. And here's number two. A lot of people don't do it because of fear. They fear there won't nothing happen. But that's the answer. That's the answer you fear. Okay? So, but I'd rather know. I'd rather know, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. That's how I work. I like something that's definitive. I like something that's certain, right? So if a man tell me straight up, Anita, I do not want you, I'm like, okay. And I go about my business. And guess what? That's the certainty. See? That's the certainty. Sometimes I have to give myself the certainty. Because guess what men do? They'll say, I like you, but... And that but is my certainty. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's conditions to the liking. That's what the but is for. There's conditions that must be met in order for you to like me. So I'm good, and y'all got to learn how to give yourself that certainty. Because the truth is, especially now, people are not going to give it to you. They're not going to be 100% honest. They're not going to be 100% direct and straight up. I've had to do it when I'm talking to people and it's like word salad. And I'm like, so let's boil all that down. Right? Let's boil all that down. I'm going to ask you a yes or no question. And we're going to boil it down to yes or no. See? So when you hear all them words, there's a whole lot of words coming at you and you like, well, what is it? Is it yes or no? Just ask a yes or no question and tell the person, I'm going to ask you a yes or no question. And that's the only answer I'll accept. Yes or no. See? And then that's how you're going to hold them accountable. But please stop letting this current dating And relationship culture, stop looking at all this mess online and looking at all this mess on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I don't even fool with TikTok, but that's a whole nother conversation. But you looking at all this mess, and it's like a whirlpool, right? So I don't know if y'all seen a whirlpool in the ocean. It's like a whirlpool. You put something in there, that thing is going to take you straight to the bottom. There's no getting out of it. You're going straight to the bottom. That's what a lot of people are doing. You in that whirlpool, and you, before you know it, you going, yeah. So, thank you, dear. You're always spot on. I love your content. Thank you so much. But yeah, we just, don't give in to the current dating culture. And as I said earlier, it is patience. It's the one thing that I think women need to work on. I know I did. In the last 5 years, oh my God, my patience has grown so much, y'all. So much. And it's like, I want it, and I want it yesterday. And then I be like a little baby. I kid y'all not. When I don't get what I want and it don't happen when I want it, I be like a little infant. I be kicking and screaming and hollering, and I be having tantrums, y'all. I feel away. But now I told myself, stop that mess. Stop that mess. Go over there and sit down and wait. And you know what? So sometimes I go over there and sit down and wait, but I still be pouting. I still have an attitude. Then I come over there and I say, and wait with a good attitude. I don't like the attitude you have while you waiting. But your behind needs to wait. And guess what God delivered to me? So when I was going through something, maybe about a year ago, God put it in my spirit. He said, Anita, all the best things that I have for you, the reason why your little tail can't get it is because you won't wait. You rather have what you want for you now than what I want for you later. Your little tail needs to learn how to wait. I kid y'all not. I received that. I rebuked my flesh. Oh, Lord. I said, I was convicted. That convicted me. It really did. It convicted me. I said, you know what? He right. I have made a lot of good things happen for myself. But you know what? This could have came easier and better. I could have got more money. I could have got more love. I could have got a better man had I just waited. And I received that message. Some of y'all need that message. You need to wait. You need to be patient and stop wanting to rush everything. But yeah, he's been teaching me in the last 2 or 3 years. He has sent people into my life to make me wait. And it made me so mad. And then I realized, wait a minute. I think God is doing this on purpose. I'm in a situation right now that God is like, this is another one. You better wait, and you better wait with a good attitude. Okay? So there's some women out here that need to hear that message. Y'all impatient. You impatient. And if a man don't make up his mind about you in 30 days or 60 days, you done. I don't know. And look, y'all be hearing the story about how they say, oh, a man know in 3 months if you his wife. Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell y'all about that. He know if you could be a wife. He know if you the vibe you have will tell him, you know what? She's a real one. There's something about her that's just different. She's a real one. That don't mean you his wife. That just mean you a real one. That's what he know. You good. You solid. But it's going to take time for him to figure out if you are for him. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm a bad one. Okay? I'm a bad one all day. But I'm not for every man. I'm not for every man. And you're not for every man. So y'all feel a way when you meet a man and you're like, yeah, he should want me and I'm a wife and this and that and the third. Okay, but you might not be his wife. So take your time. And he might not be your husband. I was dating a man for 4 years on and off. I hate admitting this, but it's the truth. That man wasn't my husband. Now, I thought I knew in my soul that he was my husband. And God was like, that ain't your husband. That's not your husband. You love him. You bonded to him. You attached to him. but that's not your husband. So, okay, you can wait on him for 10 more years and you're going to get a man that's not the best man I got for you. You're going to get a man that's not your husband. Thank you, Lex for buying a badge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, but you got to be patient. Y'all got to be patient. You got to be patient. But God dropped that in my soul. He said, yeah, you good. You get a lot of things, Anita. You make a lot of things happen, but it ain't what I want for you. It's what you do in your own little strength. Like, yeah, you okay. You can keep doing that. You can keep getting that. But it's simply what you're doing in your own strength. It don't have no supernatural nothing on it. It don't have no grace, no favor, no anointing. It's just what you can do in your little strength. And I sat on that, y'all. I kid y'all not. I said, dang, I'm shortchanging myself. Oh, Lord. So now I wait. I be patient. I just be waiting. And sometimes I have a fit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I be having fits still. I still be having fits, right? I consider myself a mature person, but every now and again I have a little fit. And it don't last long. And then I rebuke my flesh. I say, stop that. Stop that foolishness. Come on now. You know what this is. Take your time and keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on yourself. Keep sending out ships. Keep working on your business. But don't do that. Don't do that. Stop with this little fit. Okay, I'm over it. I'm over it. She said the Lord is really teaching me this. You and me too. Like I said, he done spoke it, and now I have just nailed my flesh to the cross. I've just decided, like, I just need to wait. I do. I need to wait. And so some of y'all, I want you to wait. Okay. And you set the culture. You set the standard. And do not lower your standard. Okay. Do not lower your standard. You don't let anybody tell you what feels right for you. You tell them what feels right for you. And either they're with it or they're not. And that's okay, because as I'm always telling y'all, God has not made a man yet to get me to close my heart down. He has not made a man yet that made me go, oh, dang, if I can't have him, I can't have nobody. No, I can have a whole lot of people. Like, if it ain't you, it's going to be somebody else. So, you set the tone. You set the culture. You set your own dating culture. And anybody that doesn't fit into that, that's not your person. I hear people say things all the time. Oh, this guy, that was my soulmate. That was my person. But, he didn't want marriage. He didn't want kids, or he felt like, I should wait. I should wait 5 years for him. And no, that's not your person. That's not your person. If y'all don't want the same thing at the same time, if you're not going to the same place, if you're not headed in the same direction, that's not your person. That's not your person. There is no right person, wrong time. That's not your person. And that's what a lot of people don't want to hear. You want to live in a Disney world that says, oh, it's the wrong time and we're going to come around and see each other again. You might not. That may not be your person. So nope. All right. I'm checking for questions. I've been working on myself for the past year. I haven't dated and have been abstaining. Good. And let me tell you, you're getting stronger. You're getting more confident. Your self-esteem, feels so good. Feels so good. Now, here's the test. I'm going to tell you about the whole I'm working on myself and I'm abstaining and I'm taking a year and all of that. Here's the thing. You got to get back out there. You got to go back out there. Because we all powerful when we by ourselves. We all, when we not triggered, we all good. Oh, look at how much I've grown. Look at how good I am. No, you got to get out there and get triggered. That's how we going to know the work you done. Some women get stuck in that phase. They get stuck in the phase of, I'm working on myself and, I'm abstaining and I'm just feeling so good. And I love that. I love that for you. But then guess what I tell you? You got to go back out there. You got to go back out there. And they're like, I'm not ready. I'm like, yes, you are. You ready? You just, like I said, anybody can be powerful when the devil is not tempting them. Anybody can be powerful when you're not coming up against nothing. Anybody can be powerful. No, here's how we going to know that you've done the work. Go back out there. Go back out there and deal with these people that's out here. Know what to say to them. Know how to say it. Know when to say it. Know when to walk away. That's how I'm going to know you healed. That's how I'm going to know what your power is. Okay? But you got to go back out there. Got to go back out there. But so many people, oh, I'm so powerful. Oh, I'm doing so good, Anita. Okay, so you going back out there? You going to, go to the party? You going to go to here and going to go back online? What you going to do? You going to get back? Well, what you talking about? Yeah. That's how we going to know if you doing better. We gotta see it in action. So that's what people ain't telling you. Women don't seem to like a guy with boundaries. I'd be curious, David Atherton, 102. I'd be curious to know what those boundaries are. What would be an example of a boundary you have that women don't like? I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I agree. There's some men who will tell a woman, I'm not spending $500 on a first date, and I don't blame them. I think that's stupid. To spend that amount of money and invest that amount of money on a woman you don't even know. Like, that is just downright stupid. So I would be curious to know what the boundary is. I really would. But yeah, have boundaries. Please do. Please do. Now, here's the thing I'm always telling gentlemen. Oh, she says, I'm ready to date. Good. I know that's right. Get back out there. But that's when the rubber hits the road. That's when we're going to see what we got. Okay. When you get back out there and people start triggering you and you'll be like, whoa, oh Lord, that's when we're going to find out. But yes, I'd be curious to know, what is a boundary that a man would have that a woman wouldn't like? It could be around money, and I get it. And I tell men, don't be no fool. Don't be no fool. You want to take a woman out. You want to get to know her a little bit better. And, you make that first meeting, that first date, whatever you want. Whatever you want. People talking about, oh, I don't do no coffee date, or I don't do no breakfast. I don't do no. Okay, that's what you got right there. You see right there? You see that response right there? Okay, that's what you got. That's what you got. Now here I come along. I'm feeling you. You feeling me. We trying to get to know each other. What does it matter? What does it matter if we're on FaceTime, if we're on the phone, if we're texting, if we're sending voice notes, if we're having breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, ice cream, or whatever? What difference does it make? What difference does it make if we go to the movie theater and we get a tub of popcorn and we just say, hey, we're not seeing the movie. We're just coming here to get some snacks, and we go out and we sit on the bench and we eat the popcorn and we talk and we get to know each other? What difference does it make? But that's how you going to see who you got, fellas. That's how you going to see who you got. Do you have someone that wants to fall in love with your hand instead of your heart? I said that on the last live. Stop. These women are falling in love with what you're doing and not who you are. That's what you got to be mindful of. And so, yeah, you can do a little and you can do a lot, and, okay. But do not let a woman fall in love with your hand. You're going to be in trouble. What should a first date look like? I was going to ask, does it matter if you go for coffee or ice cream? It really doesn't. But here's the thing I'm going to tell you, ladies. You better like that man. You better be into him. Because honestly, that's what I think when a lot of women are out here talking about, I don't do coffee, I don't do ice cream, I don't do a walk in the park. You ain't feeling that man. Can I be honest? You're not feeling that man. That's the problem. The problem ain't the ice cream or the coffee, is because you ain't feeling him. Let a man like Sky Black. And y'all go on Instagram. Look up Sky Black. I mean, delicious. Okay? All kinds of delicious. Look up Sky Black. Let Sky Black come to your job and say, hey, girl, when you get off, can we go and get some ice cream? And y'all be like, oh, my God. Oh, of course. Oh, my God. Come on now. Stop this foolishness. Y'all need to stop this foolishness. You ain't into him like that. That's why you don't want no ice cream. That's why you don't want no coffee or no tea or a tub of popcorn, because you're not into him. Let a man that you like, hey, we're going to go to the movie theater. I'm going to get a tub of popcorn and some snacks, and we're going to sit outside and you be right out there eating that popcorn. I know I would. Let a man I like. Let a man I want say something to me like that. See, So that's really what's going on. Y'all don't like him like that. And just say that. And ladies, let me tell y'all this, because I got to say this. Stop entertaining. Now here, okay, let me clear this up. Have I sent women online? I have sent women on dating apps so that they can practice. Yes, I have. I've sent women online because y'all know I don't do the online dating. I don't agree with it. I don't do it. I don't think it's helpful, logical. I have a whole lot of scientific reasons. I have a whole lot of other reasons why I don't do the online dating, and I don't encourage the online dating. But anyway, so yes, I have sent women online to meet a lot of men and to practice their skills, because women need practice. Women need a lot of practice. And so, yes, that's the fastest way to get a woman to get practice. So I'll send her online. I'll have her put up a profile for 60 days. I'll pick all her pictures out. I'll write the profile for her, and, I'll send her online. And she will practice her skills, right? And she'll practice her skills with men that she likes, men that she's like, kind of lukewarm about or whatever. And she's just practicing. But at the end of the day, this is what I tell women. I do not want you to seriously entertain men that you're not into. I think that's wrong. I think it's unfair. I think that you need to entertain men that you like. I think you need to entertain men that you want, that you can see yourself with. And not in that way of, if he changed this, or if he did that, or if he had a different job, or if he cut his beard off, or if he did, no. Who's in front of you right now? Do you want that person? Would you be interested in that person? Just based on what you can see right now, based on what you know right now, the answer should be yes. Those are the men you should be entertaining. Entertain men that you want. Entertain men that you like. Because too many women, they entertain men that they don't really want, that they don't really like. Some of these women get into relationships with them. And these are the relationships where the men are not getting any physical intimacy. The woman don't respect them. The woman, she just don't like them. But I don't understand that. Why would you entertain someone that you don't like, that you're not into like that? I don't get that. So help it make it make sense. All right, I have a request to join. It's Merlin. All right, Merlin, if you're still there, let's see. Okay. Merlin, let's see if he can join. Maybe. Let's see if he can join. Okay, maybe not. All right, next time. All right, Carlindra says, if we shouldn't go online, where can we meet men? I feel like I don't meet anyone anywhere. They're either drunk and just want to hook up, or they're uninterested, unavailable, etc. So honestly, that tells me that you're not making an honest effort to have a life. Like, you don't have a life. Your life is not interesting. Your life is not fun. You don't have friends, or, because like I said, people who have lives, people who have hobbies and they have interests, they have friends, they do things. They go out, they go to brunch, they go to festivals, they go to bars, they go to dinner, they go to events, they go to museums, they go to meetups, they go to bowling alleys, they go to movies, they go places, right? They go over to people's houses. Super Bowl is coming up this weekend. They go to Super Bowl parties. Like, people who say, and this is men and women, they say, if you don't want us to go online, if online's, horrible, where do we meet people? You get a life. You get a life. You create a life that is fun and interesting. You create a life full of interests and hobbies and adventures and things that you do. And that's how you meet people. That's how you meet people. I go out. Last year, I think it was January 1st, last year, 2022, I made a resolution, I made a commitment to go out and do something social once a week. And I kid you all not, I did that every week of every year, of every week of every month. I'm sorry. Every week of every month in the entire year of 2022. Some weeks I went out twice. And I met men. I dated men. And, So clearly it works. But this is the thing I'm going to tell you. Lazy people go online. People who don't want to put in effort go online. And there's people that's going to push back. Y'all not going to like that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I really believe it. And then here's what's so funny. You meet someone the lazy way by going online and being in your cap or your bonnet at night and, and scrolling while you laying in bed at 10 o'clock at night. And look, the men are doing the same thing. They sitting in the house, sitting in the bed, sitting in their recliner or whatever they doing, scrolling, looking at women's pictures, looking toe up from the flow up, probably smelling bad, looking bad, but just scrolling, right? Oh, swipe right, right? That's what they're doing. Putting forth zero effort to meet a person. Oh, it's a couple of hits. Oh, it's a couple of matches. Now I'm going to sit here in my house looking toe up or with my bonnet on, and I'm going to message. And then you're going to do that for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, right? Most of those people that's online, they make no effort to meet each other. They make no effort to meet because they are lazy. They have no intention of going out and actually meeting a person and having a relationship. And for the few that do, the relationship is lazy. It's like people are surprised when they meet somebody online and they're like, yeah, I'm dating this guy. I met him online, but it's like zero effort. Well, I mean, you met online. What did you think was going to happen? It took zero effort for him to swipe right and for you to swipe right and y'all to match. So, I mean, he's lazy. You're lazy. You have a lazy relationship. Like, that's what y'all do. So what's the surprise there? People who go out into the world, people who, join clubs and are in sororities and fraternities and have friends and, do all kinds of things and go places. Those are the people, that put forth effort because their whole life is effort, right? Their whole life is like, yeah, I do stuff. I go out. I go to places. I meet people. I walk up to people. I talk to people. See? And so I'm glad that those of us who are out here in the world, we're meeting each other. I'm actually glad about that because we deserve each other. The people who are out here in the world meeting each other, we deserve each other because we're putting forth the effort to meet each other. And I want the little people online, I want them to stay online. Stay your behind online because you're going to meet other lazy people online. She says, did you go by yourself most times? I wouldn't say most times. I'd say it was probably 50-50. I would take a girlfriend or girlfriends. I just went to the VMFA event and I met 2 girlfriends there. So sometimes I would meet up with girlfriends or we would go together. And then sometimes I would go by myself. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you want something different, you got to do something different. And some of y'all ain't going to do nothing different. So you're going to keep getting the same thing. But I'm going to be frank. There's a 5%, right? I happen to be a 5%er. I'm a 5%er. I'm going to do what 95% of people are not going to do. But that's why I get results. Because I'm going to do things that y'all are just not going to do. And so that's what I'm going to ask you to do. You have got to become a 5%er. You've got to do what other people are not going to do. You got to get out into the world. You got to join some associations, join some clubs, join some meetups. You've got to put forth effort. And guess what? While you out there in the world, you're going to meet someone else who's putting forth effort, right? One of the dumbest things that they've created, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle, but one of the dumbest things that they've created is having everything delivered. Oh, I can get my meals delivered. Oh, I can get my groceries delivered. Oh, I can get my Amazon packages. Oh, I can just get everything delivered. That was the stupidest thing that we have created. And it has created a society full of lazy people. And people think that they can have a spouse delivered. They think that they can have a man or a woman delivered. But relationships require effort. They require us doing something. And so most people won't. Most people don't. And that's why they're not in a relationship. That's why their dating life sucks. Because good, healthy relationships, they require effort. And it's just like people, especially women, and I hear this from women, they want to skip over the getting to know you. They want to skip over the dating part and jump right into fiance. They want to go from, hey, hi, my name is Anita. Oh, will you marry me? That's what they want. And it just don't work that way. Life requires effort. And we got to be patient. You have to go through the process. You can't skip any steps, because if you do, it's going to bite you in the end. So nope, nope. Thanks for the advice. I'm 100% solo working mom, so I do the best I can in terms of getting out. Oh, yeah. But I want you to make some good girlfriends, and hopefully they're people you trust, so that you can leave your child with someone. Oh, man, we're talking about the dating culture and how we are no longer going to succumb to this horrific dating culture. We are going to become the culture. We are going to create the culture that we want for ourselves. We are no longer going to go by the current society's rules. We're not doing that anymore. Nope. You've gotta determine what your dating culture is going to be, and that's your standards, and you got to stick by them. And guess what? Whoever ain't down with it, okay, you got to be willing to walk away. You got to be willing to leave them alone. And it's going to be, and can I be real? It's going to be a whole lot of people, whole lot of followers, whole lot of sheep out here, whole lot of people that are in a hypnotic sleep. They like it this way. I was reading an article the other day about music and the Grammys and all the foolishness there. Man, I don't even listen to half the music that comes out now. I don't listen to the radio. That's like a joke. I don't listen to the radio. But like I said, we are in a hypnotic trance. We are deeply asleep right now. And, some people like it like that. They don't want to become conscious. They want to, follow. They want to follow whatever the trend is, whatever's going on. And that's how we got into this mess. Somebody thought this hookup culture was a good idea. You know what? We should turn sex, one of the most sacred acts that a human being can, be a part of, an act that, puts us in the place of God. We can create a whole nother human being. We should turn sex into something recreational. We should turn sex into fun. Who came up with that? And a whole bunch of people lined up to do it. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yes, no strings attached. We're just having sex for fun. Forget the fact that, some of us are going to have a baby we don't want. Some of us are going to then have an abortion we don't want. Forget the fact that most of us are going to get our heart broken. Some of us will get, we'll catch something we don't want, like what? Who came up with this? Oh my God. And oh my God. Like I said, I was like, I heard that hookup word. I was like, what is that? My kids was like, yeah, that's people just having random sex. I'm like, oh Lord. He said, gotcha. This new generation wants to Google everything. Shaking my head. They have no clue what real work is. None, not a clue. And that's why we're in the predicament we're in. But here's the thing. If you got sense in your head, and this is my call to action, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I got a FaceTime date. This is my call to action tonight. If you got sense in your head, if anything that I've said on my platform, anything that I've spoken about, anything that I've done a live on, if any of this resonates with you, if you feeling it, right? You feeling it. You like, yes, Anita, I agree. Make this commitment right now that you are going to be brave. You are going to have the courage to stand up. You are going to have the courage to start speaking up and stop doing what everyone is doing. Speak up about it. Stand up about it. I don't work like that. I don't do that. I don't do that no more. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I don't do that. Make that commitment. And like I said, you got to start speaking up. There's not enough of us that got sense in our head that are willing to speak up. We're just not speaking up. And so the people that don't got sense in their head, they running things. They winning. They're gaining. And we got to speak up. We cannot afford to be quiet anymore. We cannot afford to go along to get along. We can't, oh, if you can't beat them, join them. I ain't joining them. That's not going to happen. I'm going to keep giving hard truth. And like I said, okay, you have a problem with the truth, you need to change. Because the truth is the truth. And the last I checked, just because everybody's doing the wrong thing, that don't make it right. So somebody's got to speak up. But I want to challenge some of you to do that. Speak up. Speak up. Start talking like you got sense. Okay? Stop going along to get along. Call people out on their crap. Call people out. I call people out every day. I call clients. I be like, why are you doing that? Why are you going along with that? Is that what you want? Well, no, I don't. Okay, then stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop going along with this sick dating culture. You're not getting anywhere. You're not getting what you want. No, stop doing that and start speaking out. I think if more of us did, like every time I recognize another person that got common sense, we just look at each other like, oh my God, oh, it just feels so good. Like, thank you. And we got to speak up. We got to start speaking out. So that's my challenge. I want you to start speaking out. If you have a platform, if you have a Facebook or Instagram page, start speaking out. Start speaking up. Okay? That's where the tide is going to turn. We have to get the people who have sense in their head to start calling other people out, to start calling the nonsense out, and to say, nope, I'm not going along with this current day culture. I can't. I'm not doing it. So yeah, if you don't like me because I'm abstaining, or if you don't like me because I'm not in this casual sex thing, okay. And you got to be strong enough to leave it alone. You got to walk away. Oh well, guess we're not a good fit for each other. That's it. I can't tell you how many men that I've been on first and second dates with. There's like, nope, not trying to do that. Okay. And again, I'm good. I'm cool. Like I said, God has already told me that his best for me is going to take time. It's going to take time. It's just not going to come overnight. It's not. And so now I'm like, okay, I got it. I got to be patient. That's it. All right. If there are no more questions, no more comments, I'm going to head out of here because, like I said, I got a FaceTime date. I thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Please watch the replay. This is part 2 of an earlier live that I did. Please watch the replay. Give me your comments. Give me your thoughts there. Let me know, what do you think about this topic? And are you going to take the challenge? Are you going to rise up and you're going to take the challenge that, you know what? I like what Anita's on. I like what she's talking about. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to start doing things differently. I'm going to start acting like I got some sense in my head. I'm going to start, talking and speaking out. Okay? Take the challenge with me, because that's what we need. We need people to come together that actually, like I said, we got sense in our head. Because everybody else that don't, they winning. They winning. So I think we can make a change. I do. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. Thank you, Mr. Manley 477, for purchasing a badge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good. All right, you all have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm so sorry about earlier today. My phone died because it overheated. But have a wonderful evening. I will see you soon. And as always, stay open to love.